Penny Wayne, look at these beautiful flowers. Thank you so much, my sweetheart, and good luck for tonight. I'll be watching.
I can't believe it. I'm so excited tonight. There are two ways to spread light and inspiration. The first is by being a candle. The second is by being a mirror. We have had 14 candles this year and over 2,000 mirrors. Look how far we have spread the incredible inspiration by these wonderful, wonderful human beings. She Inspires started 4 years ago, and each year it's slightly modified and improved, I hope. And this year, everyone nominated receives a She Inspires award. We've also introduced the live streams, which you saw, which is an absolutely brilliant way of hearing face to face what these wonderful women have been getting up to. And then all the nominations are winners. But what I've slightly changed is instead of voting for a winner, the person who receives the most marks of gratitude or kudos from the people is going to be the face of She Inspires for the year. What that looks like at the moment, I don't really know. We'll have to see and consult with this year's face of She Inspires. So I can't tell you how absolutely amazing it is to be sitting here and being introduced to 14 incredible people. I am so inspired. I hope you guys are ready to have a really inspirational evening. I was thinking about how to share or sum up each of the nominations this year. And what I've decided is to reflect on them and then come up with my personal takeaways from their story. Now, realize that this might not fit with how you know the person. It's just my personal takeaway, what inspiration I saw in them and what I'm going to take away from this year. It's amazing. And because there's 14 of them, I'm splitting them into 2 groups, and then we will talk to some guests, and then I'll do the second half later. So here we go. This is what I learned.
Oh, Amber, what a beautiful person you are, and you totally speak the language of kindness. I can see it coming from every pore, and it really makes an impact on the people around you, particularly your dementia patients. There's just this aura of warmth that comes from you. I've learned, or been reminded, kindness and caring changes lives. Thank you for that. Carla, so loved meeting you. And you reminded me that no matter how deeply devastating your despair or sadness is, it is actually possible to turn it into hope and positivity. And you've done that in no ordinary way. You've mobilized the world with you. You've got so many people to join your cause. Congratulations. You are totally the epitome of positivity wins. Congratulations. Karen, my love, I don't think I've met anyone who believes so much with absolutely utter conviction that you can achieve your dream, no matter what it is. And no matter what the setbacks or anything that's against you, it shines from every pore. And this message about your dreams can come true is something that turns up on my radar fairly often. But hearing you talk about it has made me believe in it all over again. Kate, I have a special name for you. You're fairy godmother, Kate. And that's because you remind me so much of my grandmother. She was just like you, wanting to make my childhood totally magical, with full of exciting adventures. And I tell you that I often think back to the exciting times that we had. They become the stories that you build your life on. And you have inspired me to rethink bringing more fun into my babies' lives. I see how you channel your passion through your children, through your business, and through your voluntary work. So I've chosen the lesson as fun is love, love is memories. Sarah, we've got 3 Sarahs in She Inspires this year. So Sarah Aspinall, thank you for reminding me to put my health, myself and my health first. I think this is a message that can't be repeated too often. It's clear to me that your core and focus is all about optimizing health, both your mind and your body, and every day. And I love how you use ballet to do this. You've reminded me how important it is. Thank you so much, and congratulations. Sarah, pretty, I'm so lucky to know you, my love. I discovered your wonderful gift when I started my photography journey, and you were my muse. And Sarah has the most incredible gift of making a safe space or a place where she believes in you, and you just feel as if you need to take up the place and grow. She doesn't say anything. She just radiates calm confidence and has such a powerful belief in you that you just have to get on and grow. And I was thinking about whether her message is, I believe you can fly, or whether she's telling me, believe you can fly. I'm still not decided. Thank you so much, Sarah. You're the best. Jen, as a dancer, I know that amazing feeling that you have when you dance, and I think you're so full of the most amazing joy, and I've seen how it infects all the people whose lives you touch, and I just love that. I think if you were a season, you'd definitely be spring, because you're all things like blossoms and jumping lambs and hope for the future, and keep spreading that joyfulness. It's amazing.
Yay! That's just so cool, right? All those beautiful lessons. You've heard quite a lot from me, so I'm going to introduce my first two guests for this evening. Emily, welcome.
Hi,
Emily,
Penny.
hi. You were the winner of 2019.
And look how much it's grown since then. It's absolutely incredible. Although I have to say, I really miss kind of the live events, but here we are, second virtual event in a row, but amazing. It's really incredible this year.
I'm really hoping that we'll be able to have a live event for the last 2 years, actually, in the summer. Fingers crossed.
Absolutely.
I'm tired of wearing my slippers with my smart outfits.
I'm doing exactly the same. Although I'm not very smart, to be honest.
And welcome last year's winner, Rachel.
Hello.
You ladies are looking gorgeous.
Thank you.
Oh, bless. So, what I would like to talk about tonight, if that's okay, because the subject is all about inspiration, is someone said to me recently that inspiration is very short-lived. So it's sort of rah-rah, and then you go away and life carries on and inspiration disappears. So I thought I'd ask you two experts. First of all, how do you actually feel when you inspired, and does it change your behavior? And what inspires you?
Rachel, do you want to go first?
I can. That's absolutely fine. So I think how I feel, the best way to describe it would be that get up and go feeling. That would be how I feel when I'm inspired. And it absolutely, definitely changes my behavior. I tend to be inspired by people or situations where there's a really good backstory and something that actually connects with me as a person. There was a recent example just last week. I don't know if you saw it, but there was a chap called Chris Thompson, or Tomo Thompson, and he won the men's Olympic qualifying marathon. I wouldn't normally be, I'm inspired by marathon runners, but more about the stories and London Marathon, that kind of thing. But this guy's, one of the elites, but he really inspired me because he's age 39. He's got his probably last chance at an Olympics. He put in so much effort, and in the same week that he won it, his first child was actually born as well. Now, this is a guy that's been in the sport for 25 plus years, and he's been plugging away. And finally, he comes at age 39 and beats all the youngsters hands down.
Yes.
And it was great. The way he ran the race with such maturity. And then in the last quarter, there's a phrase that I really like, which is back yourself, which I think is a tough one to do. But, if you can tell yourself that, he backed himself in that last quarter of the marathon, and you could just see it. And that was sort of his maturity. And he came and he won it. And it was so inspirational. And it just made me think, I can do it. My goals might not be exactly the same as his, but just having that story. So I think that's what helped keeps the inspiration alive, as something that you can remember rather than just a passing inspiration.
Oh, that's great. I love that.
Because I guess he was running around Kew Gardens as well. I think that's why I saw his kind of post qualifying time interview.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been it must be really difficult now qualifying without the crowd support and all the things that kind of professional athletes are used to. So I think that makes it even more remarkable.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was fantastic. I'd urge anyone, even if you're not that interested in sports, to watch it. Maybe not the middle bit, because it's quite long.
So, Rachel, how long do you think this story is going to inspire you for?
For me, I will keep thinking back to it when I want to go out for a run and have a tough day. I think, oh, do you know what? I'm not going to get better anymore because I'm just getting older and I can't get another PB. And then I'm going to keep thinking, I am older than him, but I can do it, And there was another lady winner of London, Sarah Hall, who was in her 40s. And I just thought, I think about her so often, and she comes into my mind when I'm running. So, I think because they have great backstory, she had one too. And all the things they've been through in their life to get to that point, it's so much more meaningful, and it really just connected and just stick with me.
Oh, brilliant. kind of resonates with you, the stories, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's got to have a connection.
Yeah.
That usual strap line that it doesn't get easier, you get stronger. And that's very much you, Rachel. Kind of having watched you and your running over the past few years, year on year, it clearly doesn't get easier, but you get a lot stronger and faster.
Yeah, and you learn to deal with your attitude and your mindset a lot better. So, yeah.
Oh, that's great. And you, Emily?
Yeah, I just think, look, inspiration, you can find inspiration anywhere, right? You can find inspiration at the supermarket till when someone in pre-COVID times used to help you pack your shopping, or you can find inspiration in a car park. You can find inspiration when someone trips up and someone goes over to help. So it's all about kind of really, and I think it really resonated with me in one of the early videos when you were talking about kindness, because I think last year I was talking about I think you asked me kind of what my favorite quote was, and last year is in a world where you can be anything, be kind. And that's what you need to look out for. You need to look out for those small acts of kindness around and just inspire. I think you can spend days kind of really analyzing these things, but inspiration is around you, whether it's in a virtual world, unfortunately, where you're kind of stuck at home, or whether like in the good old days when we were out and about seeing loads of people.
Yeah, it's really interesting because as you said, something really small, like I was out running the other day and this guy ran past and he obviously realized I was in the last home stretch and I was really struggling, and he went, "You're doing a great job," and gave me a big smile, and all of a sudden I had this big spurt of speed. So yeah, it can be something really small and it really affects your behavior. And I think having an open mind to inspiration and looking around for inspiration really helps a lot with that.
Yeah,
so
I'm also one of these people that I seem to be a lot better when I'm under pressure or entering in challenges. So I have to literally find challenge upon challenge. Otherwise, I wouldn't do anywhere near as much exercise as I ought to. So kind of in October, I did a big step challenge and I did this cycling 130K in a week. I'm one of these people that if I'm under pressure, I perform a lot better.
Yeah. No, I was actually talking to my son about doing the same, setting a goal and moving towards it. So that's also a great thing. I also like simple things like going outside and playing music in the rain. I love nature and things. I find that very inspiring as well.
See, I prefer the sun. I find the sun inspiring.
I love the rain as well. But it's just that sort of connection with outdoors. I love that really. And then I'm surrounded by obviously all these amazing inspirational stories. So and taking the lessons from them. So I love that as well. So I don't find that my inspiration source runs out. And if it does, I look for inspiration.
Absolutely.
So would you guys agree?
Yeah, I think you also have to surround yourself with people who kind of inspire you as well and who challenge you, and then spend time with them. And that of itself is really kind of inspirational as well. So running with Rachel is always an inspiration, although she can talk a lot more than I can when we're out running. But anyway.
Oh, yeah, no, that's good. And how has the last year and 2 years been for you? Because I know you've gone from strength to strength, Rachel, and you've got a new job, Emily. So you guys just seem to be flying.
Yeah, it's been an interesting couple of years. I think the last year has been really challenging. It's really brought out kind of the resilience in people and colleagues. So yeah, I got a promotion at work, which I'm very, very happy with. But it's been a tough year. Look, trying to juggle full-time work, and my life has totally changed. So 13, 14 months ago, I commuted into London 5 days a week. Now I'm at home the whole time. But again, out of adversity comes opportunity. I've had not a bad year. I've been healthy. I think we've had to kind of be really grateful for what we've got rather than what we don't have at the moment.
Yeah.
But it's been really difficult, like the whole homeschooling, juggling, having a full-time job, being at home, because you're no longer working from home. You're basically living at work, and just trying to draw those boundaries has been really difficult. Yeah. But actually, I'm really grateful for everything that I do have, and enjoying nature now in spring in my garden. I never used to do those. All these flowers I never really knew existed, because I used to come back and it was dark and I'd probably see them on a weekend. So there's been lots of kind of the thing that I really appreciated is our local area. I've discovered some amazing walks that I might have done once or twice before. It's been amazing, really kind of, thank God, how lucky are we to live in the countryside and to go for some really good walks, although the rain and the mud, I'm not a big fan of it, so I've had to kind of put up with that. But yeah, no, it's been a good year.
Emily's even been able to identify some of the plants in her garden that she never used to even know what they were.
I know.
Oh, Emily.
I think, though, in the last year, you know, even though there's been so much awful stuff, I think if you're a positive person, you're a positive mindset, you do just take the positives and you make of them what you can. I mean, you know, a lot of the reason I was nominated for the award was about running in groups, you know, and we haven't been able to do that. So instead, for example, in our run group, we've been doing virtual challenges, and we've been getting people to get together and do silly things, you know, dress up and go running. And, you know, it's been so lovely to hear some feedback that we brought joy to people's faces. You know, people said, oh, why is there a crayon running around Redbourne Common? And, you know, it's just been absolutely lovely. And I think people have embraced silliness a bit more and just, you know, going out and doing things that perhaps they'd have been a little bit reticent to do before. And that's been an absolute joy to see. So I think it's exactly like Emily said, just take all the positives that you can and get to learn about gardening.
Definitely.
And there you go, as if right on cue, kind of talk about juggling full-time work and being at home with their children. There we go.
We love having you, darlings. Very nice to see you've grown a lot since I saw you last. Yeah. Well, you ladies are as inspiring as ever. Thank you so much for making time to come and talk to us and share. It's really lovely to see you.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. It's really nice to see you.
Oh, it's lovely to see you, and I'm sure you're going to be invited back in years to come. So we'll make this like a regular thing.
Good. Well, we very much look forward to seeing the rest of this evening.
Yeah. Oh, great. Okay. Well, I promised you inspiration. So I'm going to share the other 7 learning points from the remaining 7 nominees. So enjoy, guys. This is my take on them.
Fladdy, I admire you so much for what you said about life being a choice. You said you have a choice and you choose the path that you wish to walk. And I admire you so much for choosing to live your best life every day and also for helping others to do it. I imagine you almost as a big ship of change. And you're not only the captain, you're also the engine room and the fuel and the navigator and everything that keeps that ship going and getting faster and faster. So proud of you, lovely. My friend Heather, I've known you almost as long as I've lived in Harpenden, and you are a free spirit and a positive force of energy. You know we both love the outdoors and water, and I also know you ring me up regularly to tell me I don't have enough fun. And I don't think I ever say no to whatever adventure you have planned. Thank you for bringing adventure into my life. If I'd sum you up, it would be add water for adventure. Some of our best memories have been in the open water. Thank you for that, my friend. Lovely, calm Sandra. We all have so many areas in our lives that need attention. Ourselves, our relationships, family, our friends, our businesses, careers, money, finances, all sorts of things. And you appear to manage everything with complete serenity. And I've given you a bit of thought and decided that this is because you make time to reach out. And I think that is my main takeaway from you. And thank you very much for just letting me think about it and come up with my inspiration from you. I appreciate it. Louise, You blew me away in the first few minutes of our live stream together. And the reason is that you had put on your yellow jumper. And when I remarked about it, you told me, I'm wearing this yellow jumper because it's my happy jumper. And it brings smiles to people's faces. And I realized in that moment, that is exactly what you do. You are a superhero. You think about ways to bring smiles to people's faces before you even see them. And isn't that amazing? I love your approach and I love the lesson. Think of ways to bring smiles to people's faces. More people should do that. Sean, I saw straight away that you are very much a backstage person, behind the scenes, and I think that's not only reflected in your work, but mostly in your relationships and your friendships. Sharon's message that she delivered to you on our live stream was one of the most emotional and articulate descriptions of an incredible friendship that I've ever heard. And I realized that your friendships are probably very important in your life, and you nurture them with such care, giving and looking after the friends in your life. And that was really a lovely takeaway for me, because I think sometimes things like work, traveling, etc., just get on top of you and you put your friends on the back burner. And I can see that you treasure your friendships, and it's something that I need to do more of. So thank you. Sarah Bramall, you're such a bright light. I remember asking you in the live stream why you did what you do, and you said that you learned all these lessons from challenges and things you'd had to navigate in your life, and you wanted to share the lessons with other people because you get so much joy when they overcome the challenges in their lives. And it's just like such a wonderful circle, and I really smile when I think how much you want to give to people and how much happiness that gives to you. It's the circle of life in a way. Congratulations, Sarah. Last but by no means least is Kathy. Kathy, you are a networker extraordinaire. I've never known anyone to champion their friends and business colleagues as well and as thoroughly as you do, and as regularly. You just seem to know the right people to put together, connect people, lift them up. It's absolutely wonderful to watch. And I have had so much benefit from all the connections and recommendations and things that you've given me since I've known you. I'm a firm believer that women are stronger together. You've shown me the way. Thank you for that wonderful lesson, and congratulations to all my She Inspires nominations.
How awesome are these ladies? Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to take a quick minute before our next guest comes on and see if, there's any sensible comments here that I'll show you. Oh, Kate, sending you a big hug. And what else have we got? Oh, this is a good one from Emily. She's saying, woohoo, Jen. And Brenda says she's watching. Sarah, thanks for listening in. I'm sure glad that you're here. And Kathy, yes, love, back yourself. As so often, most of us really underestimate our actual abilities. So true. And always is Rachel. Oh, no ways. Okay, that's my brother. Hi, Cam. He can't believe Rachel's under 39. So, okay, moving on. Hi, Serafina. Lovely that you joined. It's so nice to have you here. Oh, and Erica. Yes, we've all got everything crossed. And Carol, voting for Heather. Still voting for Heather. That's great. And what else? Oh, this is a lovely comment also from Cameron. You can see why Emily and Rachel are past winners. And what else? Oh, yeah. A seamless bedtime transition. Great. Yes, Ellie, we love Women Are Stronger Together. It is very, very true. Yay. Okay, cool. Oh, sorry, over 39. Sorry about that. Right. Now we reach the most amazing spot for this evening. I'm going to introduce a very, very special guest. Now, I'm first going to say I can't resist. I've got to add you now. Hi, Jasmine. How are you?
Hey.
Are you frozen? Are you frozen?
Yeah, I'm really good. Thank you.
Hi, Sue. Thank you so much for coming
frozen.
on to talk to us. No, you're back now. You're working. It's fine. Before we start chatting, Jasmine, I just want to say I know that you were interviewed by the Duchess of Cambridge recently, and she was wearing a pink dress. It's especially in honor, so you don't feel the drop.
Much more beautiful.
Oh, Jasmine, that's so sweet of you. Thank you very much for saying that. So, just in case anyone doesn't know who Jasmine is incredibly amazing. This is her. A little while ago, she rowed across the Atlantic 3,000 miles, spent 70 days at sea, and became a world record holder. She is the youngest woman to have rowed any ocean. Congratulations again, Jasmine. That's amazing, isn't it? Do you still pinch yourself sometimes?
Yeah, it doesn't feel quite real yet. Like, it doesn't feel like that was me. It was somebody else that did that, 100%.
Oh, bless you. So, Jasmine, what I'd really like to talk with you about tonight is the connection of inspiration. So, how one person inspires another. So, to do that, I really want to go right back to the beginning, because I think for someone to row an ocean, you really need like an atom bomb of inspiration. And I want to know, where did that come from? How did you get inspired to do all that?
Wow. I don't know. I think it's a big build-up of different things. But there was one guy who lent me the sailboat to be able to get to the finish line, to see it, to learn about the race, to do it. And he lent me his boat with me and my friends, which was just incredibly kind in the fact that he wanted to share the feeling with us. It was like, wow, that's really inspiring that somebody is so generous. And then it was also, I looked up to him quite a lot for then his reaction when he saw the footage of the race. It was like, wow, that's just incredible. I don't even do it on this sailing boat, let alone the tiny little rowing boat. These guys are just amazing. I'm completely blown away. And it was almost like, wow, I kind of want to live up to that. I want to almost impress him a little bit. And I was really inspired by the fact that I thought he was cool, and then he was looking at these people and thinking they were cool. So I was like, right, okay, maybe this is where it starts. And it's always just been a bit of a build up. Every single person I've met ever since, I try and get some inspiration from them and add it to then what I want to do. So
okay, and
lots of things.
do you just like remember it and then it's like building blocks?
Yeah, and I don't sort of realize that that's what's inspiring me at the time either. It's only on reflection, and I go, maybe that's why. It's not something that's always in my head. It's sort of because there's so much there. There's so many different things that are the building blocks that knowing each thing and using it every single time, it would be really difficult. It's just sort of that as a whole, and it's when I look back and break it down, I'm like, wow, there's actually a lot of people that are involved in this.
Yeah. Is there one moment that you remember making the decision to row?
Yeah. That was, I had a really good day, but there was something not sitting right. I had the best day ever, and there was just something missing. And I knew that it was the row, that I need an aim and an objective, and so I entered it, and I was sort of happy. I was more settled once I did that.
All right. Okay. That sounds so amazing. And you were 18 at the time that you decided to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like there's a bit of a gap between me talking and you talking? It feels like there's a delay. It's fine.
Yeah, there's a bit of a delay, but then we're quite far away from each other anyway.
So I thought, Jasmine, that you said to me that what inspired you to row the Atlantic was when you saw some rowers coming into English Harbour.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
It was seeing just that finish, and yeah, so clearly, like that entire day, the entire week. I remember seeing them and just thinking, wow, that's really cool. And that was seeing the size of the boat and just holding a flare up at the fort. It just, yeah, it is cool. And I wanted to be part of that and to say that and have something so cool in my life as well. It really inspired me to want to then follow through and do it. And 3 years later, here we are.
Okay, so basically a lot of events join together to create a level of inspiration in you. And then is this the boat that you saw when you were in English Harbour? Is that Ocean Nomads? Is that it?
Yes, it looks like it.
I can see why you thought they might be inspirational.
I think that's what.
I'm not sure I would, decide to row the Atlantic if I saw a boat with some rowers in it. But hey, that's great. So I actually spoke to the rowers, the pair on that boat. So do you know their names?
I don't think so. I can't remember.
So their names are Dylan Jones and Sam Weir, and they are an Australian pair.
Yeah.
And the reason they rowed the Atlantic was because they just wanted to inspire one person to row the Atlantic. They said, if we inspire just one person, then this whole thing is worthwhile. So I actually spoke to Dylan, and he was going to come on the live stream tonight, but unfortunately at the last minute he couldn't. And he says he's been following your journey and he's absolutely totally blown away by you. And then he feels like everything they did on the row was completely worthwhile because they were part of what inspired you to row the Atlantic. So I wanted to just show you that connection because sometimes we don't really know if we inspire someone by something that we do. And Dylan is, honestly, I really wish he could have been here this evening because he'd have loved to chat to you. But yeah, so he was very pleased that they played a little tiny role in inspiring you to row. And similarly, all the things that you've done. So you had a massive project plan. I don't know if everyone understands what it means to row the Atlantic. It was a 3-year project for you, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Involving a huge amount of
right
preparation.
from deciding to then finish it.
Yeah. Training, preparation, food, organizing, everything. It's an incredible thing. And then 70 days at sea on your own. It's a massive thing to do. And I know that you have inspired hundreds and hundreds of people with your actions. And I've actually got a little video here of someone you inspired.
Jasmine Harrison is an amazing and daring person. I can't believe what she did. She's taught me a lot of things through my life, but one of the most things that she taught me is to go for your goals, and what you try to do, you will always achieve. I am so proud of her, and there's tons of things that my family has done and they're really daring. I always got freaked out by it, but she's done one of the most daring things and she managed to achieve it. I'm so proud of Jasmine.
That was lovely to hear from Alice. Can you tell us some of the other things that you've done to inspire people, Jasmine? You must have heard from some people, especially on your row.
Yeah. So there was so many people that actually in turn inspired me to keep going. So there was like one lady, she was 65 and she was swimming in the sea every single day because I was rowing, and I was just like, wow, I wouldn't do that. I don't swim in the Atlantic where it's warm every single day and I'm literally on the water anyway. And so to me, hear that she's doing that, it was spurring me on. There's so many people that just like message saying they're taking up this challenge, they've decided to do that, they're going to go on the row machine every single day for 70 days because that's how long I was out there. And there's the amount of people that are wanting to then get creative and do artwork and pictures, paint, and it's just like, look, you seeing the dolphins and the whales you saw has inspired me to do this. And it's just like, it's really cool that it's not just the physical side, the rowing sport, it's more just creativity and to think outside the box as well and just doing something different, which is really, really nice.
I'm so proud of you, Jasmine. You did such an amazing thing and you've inspired so many people. Cheers to you.
Thank you.
Have you got any questions that you want to ask? Yeah. I think everyone always asks you questions. Let me just see if there's any. Yeah, go on. Here's a message from Claire saying, what amazing strength, Jasmine. And I don't know if you saw this one from Kathy. She said, oh my God, you're incredible. So well done. I don't see. Oh, look at this one. My brother's very active tonight. He says, I think the She Inspires winner should row the Atlantic. Okay, shall I put them in touch with you then, Jasmine?
I would recommend it.
That's awesome. Thanks, Cam. Right, Jasmine, you've got something really special to do tonight, don't you? Shall we get down to business?
Yes.
And announce the face of She Inspires for 2021?
Yep. So the face of She Inspires for 2021 is Amber Seabrook.
Woo! Amber! Thanks so much, Jasmine. Let me just see, is Amber here?
No.
Not yet. She's hopefully coming soon. I think all my ladies were ready to come online. So I don't see her there. So congratulations though, Amber. That's amazing. Absolutely brilliant. I've got to say, I was really blown away by how many votes we received this year. It's just shot off the scales, and it was actually amazing to see all the votes come in. Fantastic. And I really loved that everyone was saying thank you to everyone else. So where is the lovely Amber? I'm going to add Claire. I'm adding you to the stream. Welcome. Hi. So Claire is the lady who nominated Amber. And do you want to tell us, Claire, to congratulate Amber?
Do you want me to wait for her, or would you like me to talk now?
No, I think in the meanwhile, I don't know. Oh, we've got so many amazing messages here. That's so cool. Oh, Wi-Fi is gone. Her Wi-Fi is gone. Damn, there went a moment and the Wi-Fi went. So, okay, so I suggest that you just carry on and we can congratulate her.
Sure.
Thanks, Claire.
So, yeah, I just want to say to Amber, just a massive congratulations. Like, I'm so happy, absolutely over the moon, and it's incredibly well deserved. Every single day, Amber inspires her team at a care home. They follow her lead, and it just results in such a positive family atmosphere in the home. So, Amber, I'm delighted your compassion and dedication.
Yay! Welcome, Amber. Oh, bless you.
That's the Wi-Fi.
Congratulations.
So,
Well done.
Oh, that is just fantastic, Amber. I've got to say, I know, I was around your house this evening and your parents are just magical. They are just lovely. I can see why they had such an amazing daughter. Congratulations, my love. Look, I'll show you, all the comments are just piling in. Absolutely amazing. And yes, congratulations to everyone. As I say, everyone is definitely a winner. It's but you are the face of She Inspires for this year.
I can't believe it.
Oh,
Claire.
There's a message from Kirsty saying you're amazing.
Thank you so much.
Hi. Are you Tia?
Hello.
Hi.
Yes.
Yes. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. I don't think Amber's going to be much use, actually.
I'll be so proud. Thank you so much. You're wonderful.
Oh, bless you. Okay, so Claire, you tell us.
So, Amber, every day you inspire your team. You've got me all emotional now. I'm going to keep going. You inspire your team, they follow your lead, and you just have this such positive family atmosphere in the home. I'm so delighted that your compassion and your dedication are being recognised. You're an example to us all. Your campaign, Expression Not Aggression, has given us got a new platform now through She Inspires, which is amazing. So you can continue to raise awareness about the challenges of people who live with dementia. Penny talks about this ripple effect of inspiration. One person inspires another, and so on. And I hope after one of the toughest years of your career, managing a dementia nursing home in a global pandemic, you can't even imagine what you have been through this year. I hope this award gives you, your staff, and every carer, care home manager, and care home all around the boost to keep going and know how appreciated you are. And sorry. I'm so proud to nominate you. Congratulations.
Yay! Oh, bless you. Bless you. Oh, Amber.
Right.
Oh, bless you. Oh, wow. There's big celebrations. That's fantastic.
Oh my gosh, thank you. What a time for the Wi-Fi. I just heard this shouting. Sorry. So much. Thank you so much.
Worry. That's amazing. I'm so happy that you were able to come back anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you, Claire, for those lovely words. And I just wanted to show you something that I've made for each of my She Inspires Awards winners this year. It's a little pebble like that, and it's a pocket pebble. And it's to remind you that whenever you do anything, you dropping a little pebble into water and creating a ripple effect. You guys create so many ripples. I hope this little pocket pebble reminds you of how much impact you make on everyone's lives. Thank you, Jasmine. It's so amazing to have you here. And there have been so many incredible comments about your achievements. You have definitely created a ripple effect right across all the oceans around the world. So, wow, congratulations. And then, most of all, I'd really like to say a really big thank you to everyone who stood up and shone the light of appreciation and thanks on all these amazing women. Thank you for doing that, because you are the ones that made it happen. I really, really appreciate it. Have you guys got anything to say before we say goodnight?
Oh my gosh, I just can't believe it. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. And I've met some incredible women through this. I'm so blessed. And Jasmine, one of the questions that you were asked was like about, what makes you happy in life. And I think you said something like, what else do I need? Just look around us, and, what more do I need? And, you're an incredible woman and an inspiration. And you, Claire, you know how I feel about you. Thank you.
Oh, bless you. Do you know what I was going to do is I was going to, take that off. Must have clicked it by mistake. I was going to ask you what your thoughts are for being the face of She Inspires for the year. And also to obviously let you know that what I do every year is for the person who has the most votes is I follow their journey and try and photograph their story. And I know that you're doing the campaign for dementia, and I'd really like to support you with photography as far as I can.
That'd be wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And it's a real pleasure, and congratulations.
Thank you. I can't believe it.
Bless you,
everybody. Thank you.
No, it's absolutely wonderful. I am totally walking on air. So, good night, everyone. Bye.